All right, next up, I would like to welcome Drew Spanding. Was I supposed to call you Andrew? All right, Andrew Spanding with Price Slide, except our little button's not working. Okay, it's back. I fixed it.
Thank you, guys. Kelly, that was great, by the way. I think I'm going to be one of your first users, so that was fantastic. So Price Slide, one, thank you so much for this opportunity. What a neat treat for me. Price Slide's genesis happened not as an idea to start a company. It happened as an idea to solve a problem our music festival had. So my name's Drew. I run a music festival in Gaylord called the Big Ticket Festival. And one of our theories was that at our festival is the very best time to market next year's ticket sales. And we would do that every year, right? So we do a special. So $40 a ticket, and you can buy it a year ahead of time. We'd sell about 1,000 each time. And my good friend Peter, who does all my artist booking, he came to me and said, Drew, I've got an idea. And no one else sells anything like this. Do you mind if I do it? And I said, tell me the idea. He told me. I said, well, one, I get a cut of this if we actually do it. And two, heck yeah, let's give this a shot. And we did it. And we went from 1,000 to 4,000 pre-sales at our event. So I'm going to run you through Price Slide. Awesome. Thank you, Jen. So first, all this is social dynamic pricing. And our goal is to create a simple yet completely original dynamic price platform that, one, gives the customer the opportunity to influence the price that they pay, and number two, gives the seller a platform to leverage social dynamic pricing to enhance motivation and the trending of sales. So how does this work? It's really stupid simple. And that's what's beautiful about it. That's when he told me, I'm like, wait, no one ever has sold anything like this before? He's like, I can't find anybody who has. I'm like, all right, well, let's give it a shot then. So all it is this. A customer commits to a price on the slide, okay? So price slide. And by the way, do you see the penguin? Penguin slide? You got it. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so the more people who commit, the lower the price goes. And at the end of the promotion, everybody pays the same final price. So think of it almost as like Groupon in reverse, okay? This is an example right here of what a slide looks like. So when a customer comes on and their introductory offer was $79, the price is already down to $46. They've got 3 hours until the price is done or the sale is over, and they could get it all the way to $29. But the only way they get it to $29 is if more people purchase. Does that make sense? Now, in purchase, I mean commit. Because whatever this magic number ends at, everybody pays that price. Okay, does that make sense? So this is just a slide that says we have a patent pending on this business method. It is very unique. We've done all the patent searches. No one's ever sold anything like this. From a client standpoint, so somebody who is selling on our sales platform, it's really as simple as 3 data points. What is your point of integrity price? So what is the price you want your customers to consider your service, experience, or product to be worth? What is your sale price? So this is a sale price, for example, for us with tickets. What would we launch our ticket price at? Early bird pricing, right? What would that be? That would be what we consider a second data point. You can put as many data points as you want, but really you only need 3. And your last one, what's your carrot price? What would you price your product at if you were to sell out within the time frame you programmed your slide for? Our software builds all the drops for you. So this is the back end. You literally, your slide literally has up to 200-300 drops within it, but all you need to put in is 3 points of data. As you go through this, this is what your customer sees. So as you see, we are designed for a mobile sales platform. Over 80% of the people who buy on the slide are buying on a mobile experience. Really, the only part about this slide that you need to really pay attention to is the power of third-party reference. The reason this works is it's our theory that with third-party reference and marketing, the best way that people are going to know about your product is if your core audience is talking about it. This is another little example of what it looks like. We're uniquely positioned also as a launching tool to launch a new product. We also are developing our API so it can live within another sales platform. As you notice, this is just an example. We are not yet with Alibaba. If we were, I would not be here today. This right here is an example, though, of how it could integrate. Thank you. And here's a couple of our examples. As you notice, this festival on Iowa did 100% more on their launch. This Mud Run, Grand Rapids Mud Run, did 200% more on their launch. And Big Ticket Festival, which is what we do, and ours, we did a 400% increase. Go ahead. I'll skip over that one, no problem. And at the end, what we're looking for, we'd like you to consider our first round of angel funding. We looked to raise $250,000 for growth capital. We have already secured about half of that, and we'd like to secure and end that pitch or that amount we're looking for. Excellent. Thank you guys so much.
You have 5 minutes for questions.
Perfect. So any questions? Yes. Sure. Currently, how we're working right now, and we're in the process of potentially changing this. Currently, how we work right now is we actually charge the card. Our software does partial refunds at the end of the promotion. So essentially, no matter you pay whatever the current price is, at the end of the promotion, our software automatically refunds you accordingly. Well, sure. Anytime that could happen with any sale, right? So we put all that power into our clients' hands. So really, we leave it up to you of how many people you would like for how much money you're willing to go down to. So, and the other model we can look at is more like a Groupon model. Let's say you have extra inventory of a certain product, or in my case, a certain amount of tickets left over that you're willing to sell. You could also, like a Groupon, put an amount out there that you're willing to sell for and put it on a slide. Back there? Sure. Sure. In fact, what we're looking to do is actually partner with Geotix. Right now, we're in talks with them. Our goal is, yes, we're a sales platform, but no one necessarily goes to Priceslide to buy anything. What they do is they go to that event, and like you saw with Treetops that are currently doing their season ski passes on our slide right now and testing that, and by the way, it's going fantastic for them. It's all branded Treetops. So as far as what we're looking at Geotix, we're actually looking to pioneer our very first model within Geotix. So Geotix, with all their clients, can offer a slide as a promotional tool within their ecosystem. So what I would say is we would like to look at Eventbrite, Geotix, and those type of things as we work together, and we could be a tool they use for their customers. Patent protection, we're in the middle of that. So it's a patent pending right now. I will tell you, our patent attorney is the same one who did the Priceline patent. He gave us over a 50% chance of getting the business method patented. So patent Priceline is the reverse auction patent. So that's where we're at. Probably another 6 to 12 months before we get a final on where we're at with that. 25,000. I'd say 1 point. Sure, we take about 6.8% of every transaction. We modeled our amount based off Eventbrite. Events are a model or what we come from. I'm working very hard to find tests in other markets besides an event, like what we're doing with Treetops right now in their season ski passes. However, no, it does not. So credit card fees are on top of that. So when you look at the customer, what's the customer with a client? So the client's paying the 2.7% plus our 6.8. However, we do also offer the feature to pass through fees to your customer as well. Just like a ticketing software, just like any other software would do. Yes. Correct. So yes, you do. And for the sake of time, I didn't walk through the entire process. When you start a slide, you have multiple things you can sell on that slide on one promotion. On that promotion, you enter the amount first and your starting price first. And then you go into the next. And I'd be happy to walk you through it. It would take 2 minutes if you wanted to walk through it back at the table. So both. So we use both data points. And really our clients determine that, right? So if you're selling something like for me for a ticket, I know my lowest point for a ticket would be $29 if I sold all 12,000 of them in 5 days, right? Because in my head, that's the money I need. However, we determine what that looks like. When you saw the graph, it drops a lot faster at first and typically fades out at the end, right? Which in marketing allowed me to advertise my tickets at a much lower price. So I could advertise my tickets as low as $29. So it also is a way to offer your tickets for a lower price from a marketing standpoint, but it's up to your customer to get it there.
Good job. Thanks, Drew. Excellent. Thank you.